Hello there everybody and welcome to another Generation 4 Wi-Fi battle. Today we are battling Ciza. We haven't battled Ciza in so long. He's like one of the first people that I've ever met on this world of Pokemon, and he's such an amazing person. He's a French guy. His channel absolutely blew up, which makes me very happy for him. And it's so nice to see him back into competitive Pokemon, so there you go, Generation 4 OU. We both are gonna lead with Azelf. We both like Azelf a lot as a lead, so there you go. He's gonna win the speed tie. I don't know if he's scarfed or just proper lead at this point. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try to taunt it, and it's just horrible for me because he ended up going into his Scizor, which is probably banded. And I'm just gonna, yeah, just set up my rocks because I just knew that he was gonna go for Pursuit, and he could have went for Bullet Punch and killed me off, but I guess Pursuit was the safer move because he just wanted to get rid of my Azelf. So I'm gonna U-turn into my Infernape as he's gonna go into his Gliscor Batman version 2. I wonder what happened to version 1. Mysteries of life. I have no idea. And then I'm gonna go into my Zapdos, which does have the Hidden Power Ice. So in case he decides to stay N, that's gonna hurt him big time, but he ended up switching into Heatran. He is faster, so I'm assuming his Scarf Heatran. And Fire Blast is gonna do a lot because I'm a specially defensive Zapdos. Discharge, unfortunate, didn't get the paralysis. Discharge just never gets the paralysis. Just ask Kogami in our Gen 5 battle. He just never gets it. So we're gonna be able to take another Fire Blast. We're gonna take the opportunity to roost. We just wanna keep the Zapdos at a good amount of health and slowly do damage to the Heatran and hopefully maybe paralyze him or just take him out. So anyways, he's still hitting his Fire Blast. This Heatran has his glasses on point, doesn't miss, and Zapdos is just getting hit and recovering. He's gonna switch back into Azelf as I think at this turn right here I decided to go like for Discharge once again, and again, no paralysis. I'm like, okay, he's gonna explode. He's surely gonna explode. I'm gonna send in Jirachi to basically resist it. But no, he didn't explode. He actually went for his Stealth Rocks. And yeah, my Jirachi is scarfed. Oh no, Scarf Jirachi, you're such an evil person, blah blah blah. I know. I'm just copying a team of mine from years ago. This is, yeah. Also, Ciza said that he was doing the same thing. He copied a team of him from 2012. 10-year-old teams for the win. So yeah, we're gonna take out the Azelf. He's gonna send in his Batman. I'm gonna U-turn, go back into Zapdos, and yeah, Gliscor is gonna Toxic us, and that's bad. That's really bad. So basically, yeah, unfortunate. So I'm gonna predict the switch, go for the Discharge on the Gliscor, and that ended up being great because he's gonna actually go into his Vaporeon. And that's super effective, but it still doesn't do much. And look at my team, that's no good. We don't want to deal with Vaporeon, so I'm just gonna stay and go for Discharge. I have Dragonites, which can't deal with it pretty much because most Vaporeons have Ice Beam. I have Infernape. You know, most of my Pokemon can't deal with this Vaporeon. And here I'm gonna predict him to Toxic Stormy, go back into his Gliscor, predicting the Discharge. So that's why I went for the Hidden Power Ice, and as you could see, that just didn't work out properly for me. As he just stayed in. I'm like, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna roost, try to conserve the Zapdos. We need Zapdos to deal with this Vaporeon, but then he goes for Roar. Roar, Wish, Protect. What kind of Vaporeon is this? So here I was assuming, okay, he probably doesn't have Ice Beam. He surely only has Surf. So I'm gonna U-turn into my Dragonite because, yeah, I'm just assuming that he doesn't have any type of ice moves at this point. So there's the Wish, and okay, I'm just gonna go for that big Draco Meteor. We're just gonna do big damage to something. Come on, Dragonite. He goes back into his Heatran, his Scarfed. If he survives, he's gonna recover his health. But luckily, Dragonite is able to finish off the Heatran with big damage, Dragonites, always get yourself a Dragonite. I do have the Yachi Berry, I believe. I was like, okay, Gengar, Hopefully he's just not gonna set up a sub. That's why I went into my Jirachi. And luckily, prediction correct, he does have the hidden power ice, and luckily he didn't go for a sub, but then I predicted him to save his Gengar and I went for U-turn, but he stayed in, which is really unfortunate. I'm like, please don't go for sub. And I'm like, okay, I'm willing to sack my Zapdos as long as you don't set up a sub. And you know how dangerous sub Gengar is. You know how dangerous he is, so unfortunate, he's gonna be able to take down our Zapdos. And yeah, now I have to go back into Jirachi. I'm not gonna overpredict this time, but he's gonna predict me not to overpredict, and that's a good move on his part, as he's just gonna go into his Vaporeon. But I like the damage done by Iron Head. I know how stupid Jirachi is with Scarf, right? So I'm just gonna try my luck. I'm gonna try my luck, and there you go. There's the flinch. There's the flinch. Oh no. And then he's gonna go for Protect. Gonna try to go for another Iron Head, but yeah, then he's gonna switch. He's gonna go back into his Cizayoxy, his Ciza, his signature Pokemon, his Scizor. There you go. There's the Iron Head, and he's gonna flinch. And there's another Iron Head, and there's another flinch. The Jirachi, man, the Jirachi can be our key for victory. Then he's gonna randomly go for the Bullet Punch, so apparently he's not banded, so he's not choiced. He was able to change moves, and then he's gonna strike me down with a critical hit, and that's gonna turn the tables big time, because I'm gonna be able to, well, he's gonna be able to take down my Jirachi, which was huge against his Gengar, but unfortunate. I'm gonna send in Infernape, go for close combat, I'm banded, and then I was like, oh, wait a second. I know we took out Vaporeon, which was a threat against our team, but now he can easily go into his Gengar. And since we are locked into close combats, I'm like, oh, please don't go for sub. Please don't go for sub. And then I was like, okay, there's the Shadow Ball. At least we can take one. We're a Dragonite. But we don't. We don't. How powerful is this Gengar? Is he like modest nature? I don't know. Okay, but I was like, okay, Suicune can deal with everything on his team. He has to explode. I'm gonna send in my last Pokemon, which is Infernape. But he didn't explode, he went for Thunderbolt. And I'm like, oh shit, I predicted wrong the explosion 2 times. And then after the battle, he told me that he doesn't even have Thunderbolts. I was like, okay, Suicune, you can take one move. You are timid nature, you can outspeed the Gliscor and the Scizor and take a Bullet Punch, hopefully. But Gengar was like, nope, I'm just gonna kill you in one hit. I'm just gonna kill you in one hit. And that's gonna be the game. So, good game, Ciza. An honor to battle you again. Hope you enjoyed the battle as much as I did, but I'm also hoping that you can start doing battles too for your channel. Everybody needs to check out his channel, and yeah, allons-y.